Hi, I'm Luke Robbins. This is my video for Assignment 5. This week was a lot of fiddling around and tweaking for the skybox and the terrain model. I think I'm definitely struggling a bit with my mental model for a couple of these. I've kind of run into a lot of unintuitive behavior when setting up some of these models with flipping right and left when I'm sure I'm working with, if something is on the right, all the x coordinates are positive or something like that, but I'll have to come up with a more cohesive thing, but I think I'm definitely going to need your help to get this figured out. But just let's get through the demo here for the skybox. Just use a texture I found off the internet, and I seem to get that working pretty well. This took a bit of fiddling, as I said. I think it was the left face and the right face that seemed to be weirdly flipped, but again, I'll have to take a closer look at this. So here's the skybox, and in all directions, and dun dun dun! I was getting a bit of a line around the edge here. I couldn't tell if that was something because of my texture or precision, but I have all the faces right, and I was kind of messing a bit with right at the edges, like 1.0 versus 0.999 for the texture, but I may actually have to mess around with the actual vertices for the top and bottom face, because I'm not really sure why it's just happening for those. If I have some time tonight, I want to see if maybe I can try and sneak it in. But anyway, there's my skybox. The terrain map gave me a lot of difficulty for the same reason. I just had a mental model going through the vertices. The vertices are giving me the right values that I expect, but I don't know if it's something. It might have to do with just the camera, or at least I would think so. But we're being supplied with the camera matrices, so I'm really not sure. But it just seems so flipped around from what the data is telling me. But just to run it, and I think this one's running with 16. Okay, yep, this is just running with a test texture and height map. So just using some of these controls, which are not ideal. Okay, so here we see the test. This was kind of in at the last minute. I finally got this working. The actual texture to line up with the height map U and V. I spent a little more time than I would like to admit on this. It was definitely just trial and error after it was clear that my thing was conceptually wrong. And I just tried it with test, and I'll try it again here with the sand grass, just to show you something else. Oops. Should probably actually change that. And I guess I only used one texture from 0 to 1 here, but here you can see the actual height map itself and the texture wrapping around it, even if I only used 0 to 1 on the texture repeat-wise. And there you have it. So that's about it. I'll be sure to send you an email about some of the issues.